We're staying in our table styles.dwg file. And in the last video, we created our table style that we are going to work with. Now what we're going to do in this video is design our table. Now, just make sure in the Home tab on the ribbon in the Layers panel that you have Tables as the current drafting layer. Click on the layer drop-down, click on Tables, and there's our current drafting layer, Tables. What we're going to do is create a table and design it around our geometric shapes, our rectangle, our circle, and our octagon. And we're going to take some data from those shapes and put it into the table itself. Now you can, because you've already set up your table style, use the table command here in the annotation panel in the Home tab on the ribbon. Personally, I prefer to go to the Annotate tab on the ribbon because then we've got everything in our tables panel here. You'll notice as well, you can do things like extract data and link data into tables. If you go into some of the other courses in the library, there's some deeper dives into how to do that. We're going to use our geometry table style here, like so, and we're going to start designing our table. So I click on the table command. That will create what is called an empty table object. So we're using our table style geometry. That's what we created in the previous video. We're going to start from an empty table. And the nice thing is we have a preview of our table with our style. You can switch the preview off, which makes it blank. I don't quite understand why you wouldn't want a preview of your table style. I always have that switched on. Much, much easier to see what's going on. We can, with insertion behavior, specify an insertion point of our table or specify a window that it will fit into. I personally prefer the insertion point method, which is what we're going to use here, specify insertion point. Now, we're going to have 3 columns, basically. We're going to have the name of the shape, the layer the shape is on, and the area of the shape. So we're going to go 3, like that. Column width, I'm going to set that to 1,000 millimeters. Now, bear in mind, that's just a unit of measurement in this particular drawing. Now I'm working with millimeters full size. To give you an idea, the horizontal edge of the rectangle, just under the dialog box, is 1,000. So that gives you an idea of how big the columns are going to be in the table. Now the data rows, we need 3 because we've got 3 shapes. So each row will be the data for each particular shape. And we're going to have first row cell style. So we're going to have a title bar and a header bar, and then data for all other row cell styles. Now, you'll notice it says data rows there. We've got 4, I want 3 in there. Remember that. We need 3 data rows, 1 for each shape. So 3 data rows, row height 1, but our title and our header will appear automatically because these are data rows we're specifying, not title and header. What we're going to do now is click on OK. There's our table. Now you can see it just about fits. I'm just going to basically roll back 1 notch on the wheel, pan down a little bit just to make sure that this fits just above our shapes like so. Now, as soon as you click to place your table, you've now got in here, obviously a text box where it's asking you to start putting data into your table. Just click away from the table like so first. Then the table is placed. Then we can start thinking about what we're going to put into each cell. So let's design our table now. I'm going to double click in the title bar and type geometry, like so. I'm then going to use the arrow keys and the tab key. If I tab now, can you see it just tabs down to the next cell available? So that's going to be shape, as in the name of the shape. I'm going to tab across again. That will be layer, like so. And then tab across again, area, like that. And then just click away from your table again. So now we've got to start thinking about what sort of data are we going to have in the table. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here just to make sure that we can see everything that's going on. So shapes, these are just going to be the names of the shapes. So we double click there, and this is just going to be text. So we'll have rectangle. So just type in rectangle, use the down arrow key, takes you to the next cell down. So we'll have circle, and we'll use the down arrow key again, and we'll have octagon. And then again, click away from the table. So what we've done now is we've designed our table. And what we're going to do in the next video is we're going to actually extract a little bit of data from the shapes themselves and place it into our table. This uses a fantastic command called field in AutoCAD. And I'm going to show you how that works so that you can occupy your table with accurate data from the geometry in your AutoCAD drawings.